Your toddler is melting down in the middle of the grocery store. Everyone is staring. You feel the heat rising in your chest. Your first instinct? Make it stop. Fix it fast. Get control. But that instinct, the one that feels so urgent, so necessary, is actually making everything worse. And you have no idea. Most parents don't. They think they're doing the right thing. They're correcting, redirecting, trying to logic their way through a storm. But here's what actually happens. Every time you rush in to shut down the tantrum, you're teaching your child's brain that big feelings are dangerous, that emotions need to be controlled, suppressed, hidden. And the tantrum? It doesn't get shorter. It gets louder, longer, more intense. You're stuck in a cycle and you don't even know you're feeding it. But Korean parents discovered something different, something rooted in how the nervous system actually works. And when you understand it, everything changes. Not someday. In the next 60 seconds, let me show you what's really happening when your child loses it. Their brain is flooded. The emotional center, the amygdala, has taken over. The logical part, the prefrontal cortex, is offline, completely offline. That's why reasoning doesn't work. That's why saying calm down makes them scream louder. They literally cannot access logic right now. Their nervous system is in fight or flight. And here's the part most parents miss. When you come in tense, when you're trying to control the situation, your child's brain reads that tension as confirmation. This is dangerous. I'm not safe. Their fear center doubles down. The meltdown escalates. You think you're helping. You're actually adding fuel. But Korean families understand something about the nervous system that Western parenting often overlooks. They call it Jong. It's not a technique, it's a philosophy. It means emotional harmony, deep empathy, shared presence, and it's built on one core truth. Your calm is contagious. Your child's brain can't regulate itself yet, so it borrows regulation from you. When you slow down, they slow down. When you panic, they panic harder. This is called co-regulation, and once you understand it, you'll never respond to a tantrum the same way again. Let me paint you a picture. A Korean grandmother is sitting on the floor. Her grandson is screaming. A toy broke. He's inconsolable. But she doesn't speak. She doesn't try to fix the toy. She doesn't say stop crying. She just sits beside him. Her hand rests gently on his back. She breathes, slowly, deeply. And within 30 seconds, his crying shifts. The intensity drops. His little body softens. He leans into her. The storm passes. That's Jong. That's co-regulation. And I'm going to teach you how to do it in 5 simple steps. But I need to warn you. The first step will feel completely wrong. Every instinct will tell you to do the opposite. That's exactly why it works. I call this method the Jong pause, and it works in 60 seconds. Not because it's magic, because it's neuroscience. Let's break it down. Step 1. Lower your energy in your body. The second you see the meltdown starting, or even if it's already in full swing, you do 3 things at once. You take a real breath, not a shallow one, a deep one that drops your shoulders. Then you lower your body. Crouch down. Get to their eye level. You're not towering over them. You're meeting them. And here's what happens in their brain. When you lower yourself, when you breathe, when your shoulders drop, their amygdala registers something. This person is not a threat. I'm safe. The fear center begins to downshift. Just from that. Just from your body language. 10 seconds. That's all this takes. Step 2. Silent connection. You're at their eye level now. You don't speak. Not yet. You just look at them. Not a hard stare, a soft gaze. Let them see that you're not angry, that you're grounded, that you're with them. Their brain is watching yours. Their nervous system is literally syncing with what it sees in you. If you're calm, they start to mirror it. If you're tense, they stay tense. 3 to 5 seconds of just being there. Breathing together. No words. Step 3. The gentle touch. Still without speaking, you offer a light touch. Maybe you hold their hand. Maybe you rest your palm on their shoulder or back. Some kids will lean into this immediately. Others need space, and that's okay. You adapt, but the principle stays the same. Your calm, steady touch sends a direct message to their nervous system. You're safe. This is survivable. I'm not leaving. And here's what most parents don't realize. Many tantrums de-escalate right here, before you've said a single word. You'll feel the tension leave their little body. Their fists unclench, their breathing slows. They stop fighting because they feel seen, held, not alone. 10 to 15 seconds. Now let me show you what this looks like in real life. Your child is screaming because you gave them the wrong color plate. Without the Jong pause, You say, "Stop being ridiculous. It's just a plate." They scream louder. The fight escalates. 10 minutes later, everyone is exhausted. With the Jong pause, same situation. Wrong plate. Screaming, but you crouch down. You breathe. You gently touch their arm. You say nothing. And you watch. Their shoulders drop. Their crying softens. The intensity shifts before they've even stopped crying. That's the difference. Step 4. Name the feeling. Now and only now, you speak. But you're not explaining. You're not lecturing. You're not problem solving. You're witnessing. You say, "You're really upset right now. You wanted the blue plate and I gave you the green one." That's frustrating. Keep it simple. No judgment in your tone, just observation. And here's why this matters. Your child doesn't need you to fix it. They need you to see it. When they feel understood, the need to keep screaming diminishes. They've been heard. Let me give you another example. Your child is crying over a broken crayon. You've done steps 1 through 3. Now you say, "That crayon broke and you're really sad about that." The crying might get louder for a second. That's okay. That's not escalation. That's release. That's their nervous system processing the emotion instead of stuffing it down. 10 to 15 seconds for this step. Step 5. Breathe together. Finally, you invite them into the next moment. Not a command, an invitation. Let's take some deep breaths together. When you're ready, we'll figure this out. Notice the word together. You're not sending them to their room to calm down. You're not isolating them. You're staying present. And this teaches something profound. When I'm overwhelmed, I'm not alone. I don't have to stay stuck here. Someone is with me. You're both moving through this, together. The tantrum has softened. The intensity has shifted from frantic to manageable, from alone to connected. 60 seconds. That's what just happened. But here's what matters most. You didn't just end a tantrum. You taught their brain a new pattern. Here's the science. When a child has a meltdown, the amygdala hijacks the prefrontal cortex. Logic is offline. Reasoning bounces off. Explanations mean nothing, but felt safety, that reaches them. Calm presence, that reaches them. Emotional attunement, that reaches them. And once they feel safe, the prefrontal cortex comes back online. Now they can think. Now they can process. Now they're actually capable of learning. But the real payoff isn't just a shorter tantrum. It's what you're building over time. You're rewiring how their brain handles emotion. After a few days of this, sometimes even sooner, tantrums become less frequent, less intense. Not because you're controlling them, because their brain is learning a new pattern. Emotions aren't dangerous. They can be survived. I can move through them, and I'm not alone when I do. That pattern compounds. Now I know what you're thinking. What if it doesn't work right away? Let me tell you exactly what to expect. Day 1. You try this. Your child screams louder. They're confused. You're responding differently than usual. You're calm, and they're not sure what to do with that. Don't interpret that as failure. That's the teaching moment. Day 3. The crying sounds different, less frantic, more like release. They're starting to trust the pattern. Day 5. Your child melts down, but recovers in half the time. And when they calm down, they come to you for comfort instead of pushing you away. This isn't magic, it's pattern training. Patterns take consistency, not perfection. You're retraining a nervous system that's been wired for reactivity, and that rewiring takes repetition. But most parents report real, observable shifts within 3 to 5 days of consistent, gentle practice. Let me tell you what this looks like 6 months in. Your child comes home from school and bursts into tears. You don't even know why yet. The old you would have rushed in with questions. What happened? Why are you crying? Use your words. But now you just crouch down. You breathe. You place your hand on their shoulder. And you wait. And here's what happens. Within seconds, they crawl into your lap. The whole story comes out. The friend who excluded them. The game they weren't picked for. They tell you everything. Because they know you can handle their big feelings. Because you've proven it over and over in those 60-second moments. That's not just tantrum management. That's trust. That's emotional security. That's the foundation for who they'll become. Your child's tantrums don't just get shorter, they get rarer. Because they learn something most children never learn. Their biggest feelings don't push their parent away. Emotion doesn't mean abandonment. They can fall apart and still be loved. You'll notice it in small ways first. They come to you faster when they're upset. They cry instead of rage. They let you help. That's not obedience. That's trust. Tantrums that used to last 15 minutes are over in 3. The rage that used to escalate now de-escalates. And you get something back too. You get to be the steady ground instead of part of the chaos. You get to model how emotions actually work. You become the calm your child needs, and they become the emotionally secure person you want them to be. So here's your challenge. The next time your child melts down, and it will probably be today, try something radical. Don't fix it, don't stop it, don't control it. Just pause, drop your body, meet their eyes, touch their shoulder, name the feeling, breathe together. Set a timer if you want. Watch how fast it shifts. Remember that grocery store meltdown from the beginning? With the Jong pause, the tantrum still happens. The situation is still frustrating, but your child learns something more valuable than getting what they want. They learn that their biggest feelings don't push you away, that they're safe even when they're not okay, that you are the steady ground beneath their feet, and that changes everything. Your child won't remember every tantrum, but they will remember how you made them feel when they were at their worst. So choose to be the calm they need, starting in the next 60 seconds.